September is always the best time for dividends. This month I received my biggest monthly passive income since I started investing. Before I reveal what I've been paid, I'm going to travel back in time to September 2009, the year it all started. I had already been investing for 8 months, but my dividends in that month was zero. In the September of the following year, I received £45 from Barclays. In 2011, I received dividends from Barclays, AstraZeneca, a lighting company called Dialight, and BP. The total for that month was £190, and it was so motivating to see the difference from the previous September. I just had to continue to see where this journey would take me. Was it really that simple? Maybe Einstein was right all those years ago. So I continued to drip feed money into mainly large cap UK companies no matter what was happening in the markets. I accepted it was going to be a roller coaster ride, but whenever I have doubts, I just look at this graph on my wall. The long-term trend is always up, the rest is just short-term noise. So let's see where we are today by following a simple plan and sticking to it for the long term. This is not investment advice, and I'm just showing you what I've been doing to help you think about your own investing journey. On the 1st of September, my favourite company of all, Unilever, paid out some passive income for simply owning their shares. The price is up 1% this year, and I've been buying heavily throughout the year as consumer staples not only pay reliable dividends, but they usually do well in times of recession. This month, Unilever paid out £275. All my dividends are completely tax-free as I use a stocks and shares ISA using the Barclays Smart Investor platform. On the 9th, I received a cash reward from the insurance company Direct Line. The shares are down a massive 36% this year. They pay out twice a year and the dividend yield is 12.2%. This month, Direct Line paid out £145. If you like these unboxing videos, then please give the like button a quick tap as it really helps out the channel. Thank you. On the 14th, it was AstraZeneca's turn to reward their shareholders with cash. The shares are up 17% this year and they have a relatively low yield of 2.6%. This month, AstraZeneca paid out £180. Also on the 14th, I received a present from Lloyds Banking Group. They've had a difficult year, down 17%, but they pay a reasonably high dividend of 5.2%. This month, Lloyds paid me £140. On the 16th, it was the turn of another bank to reward their shareholders. Barclays is down 26% this year. The dividend is 4.3% split over 2 payments. Barclays was the first company I bought all those years ago, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride. This month I received dividends totaling £180. On the 20th, the oil and gas giant Shell paid out some passive income. The shares are up a huge 33% this year, the yield is almost 4% and they pay out quarterly. This month I received £310. On the 22nd, it was Rio Tinto's turn to pay out. The shares are down slightly so far this year. They usually pay out a big dividend, and this time I received £360. The Utility Operator Sse is next. The share price has taken a recent hit, but they pay a solid dividend of 5.6%. This month, Sse paid out a huge dividend of £440. BP has done well this year. The shares are up 24% and the yield is looking good at 4.9%. This month, BP paid a dividend of £305. Now for an exchange-traded fund. This one gives you exposure to the complete Ftse 100. When I can't see any bargains, I often add to this ETF. It pays a yield of 4.3% split over 4 payments. It has the ticker code ISF, and this month it paid out £210. On the 30th of September, another ETF paid out. This one is from Vanguard, and it gives you exposure to high dividend paying large and mid-sized companies from around the world. I've only just started buying it, but I still managed to receive £10. An S&P 500 tracker now, ticker code IUSA, which gives me exposure to the largest listed US companies. I tend to buy this one on the dips, and it gives me greater global diversification. This month, IUSA paid out £35. Imperial Brands also paid out on the 30th of September. The shares have had a good run this year, up 15%. The yield is high at 7.5%. Imperial Brands paid out £100. The insurance company Aviva is next. A difficult year, but there was a large return of capital to shareholders early in the year. The yield is 6.4%, and this month Aviva paid out a total of £145. Also in the financial sector is HSBC. The shares are up slightly on the year and the yield is 5.2%. This month HSBC paid out £150. The Renewable Infrastructure Group specialises in wind and solar energy. The shares are down this year. The yield is 5.4% and they pay out quarterly. This month I received £45. And now for my premium bond results. The prize rate has recently changed, and if you want to find out more, then I'll leave a link above. It doesn't look like I've won $1 million, but I did win £100. The green bars on this graph show my monthly passive income last year, and the blue bars are this year to compare. You can see how much variation there is from month to month. This graph shows how my monthly average dividends has changed from year to year. In 2020, you can see the impact of COVID, but also how quickly it recovered. At the time of recording, my average passive income from shares is £1,152. Here are the Ftse 100 ex-dividend dates for the month ahead. If you own the shares before this date, you are entitled to the dividend which will be paid to you on the payment date. So for example, I own shares in BAE Systems, which goes ex-div on the 20th of October, and I'll expect to be paid 10.4 pence per share, which will be paid to me on the payment date of the 30th of November. Here are the payment dates for October. I'll be expecting payments from Croda and Diageo. And just for interest, here are the highest yields in the Ftse 100. Persimmon leads the way with almost 19%, followed by Rio Tinto. Higher yields generally mean there is a risk of a dividend cut. The average Ftse 100 yield is 4.2%. Please like and subscribe if you found this video useful, and click up here to see my complete portfolio and its performance. Let me know how your own dividend journey is going. See you next time, and happy investing.